You know, Rafa Benitez is really frustrated. Newcastle fans are frustrated. We're not seeing the players that we want coming to the doors. We've got an owner who doesn't seem to want to back the club, put his money into the club, buy players. Yes, we'll probably see a bit of transfer activity probably towards deadline day, but you know what it is? A win today will change everything. It'll change the mood, it'll change the morale of fans, and hopefully we'll beat West Ham. Come on, the two. Yeah, that was me on another BT show during the day on Saturday. So obviously we're going to move off the West Ham stuff now. Obviously, as I mentioned before there, it was important that we got 3 points. It uplifted everybody, which is fantastic. Last night I fell a kip, about 8:15 in the evening. I was shattered off the weekend. I've been at work all weekend, including the bank holiday, and doing all the videos as well on the Saturday night for the for the channel, for the brand. Right, anyways, I'm rambling on. We're going to be talking about Siem De Jong. He's left, finally. I'm a little bit mixed emotions on it. We're going to get the statements up from what Ajax have said, what Siem's said himself, and also what he said on Instagram as well. A lot of people at work have been calling him Siem De Jong today for some bizarre reason. Right. Anyways, this is what Ajax said on the matter. Ajax have reached agreement with Siem De Jong and Newcastle United on the transfer from the player to Amsterdam. He signed a contract for 3 seasons in Amsterdam until June the 30th, 2020. So he signed, what, a 3-year deal. Now, Newcastle then later on, it was about an hour and a half later, that Newcastle put up on their official website. It wasn't much either what Newcastle said. This is what they said. Siem De Jong has completed a permanent transfer to Dutch side Ajax. The 28-year-old returns to the Amsterdam Arena, where he made over 200 appearances before signing for the Magpies in the summer of 2014. In total, De Jong, who spent the 2016-17 campaign on loan at PSV Eindhoven, made 26 appearances for Newcastle, scoring twice. Now, I'm a little bit mixed emotions about it, because I generally thought this season, because he featured quite heavily in pre-season, I thought he would go on and battle Perez as the number 10. I really did, because we know that Mo Diarma's dropped back a little bit, and I think that's better, because I don't think Diarma is very good in the 10. I generally thought De Jong would go in and battle Perez, and it'll be the one of the two every time that they'll battle on. And I think Newcastle, now that he is left, have to strengthen that number 10. I know there's been talk, and we'll talk about transfers coming in the next day or two. This is what he actually said. I am leaving Newcastle with a sad feeling. I don't regret my time here, but my own doing and some unlucky event, I didn't perform the way this club deserves. I wish you all the best this season, and we'll keep following the club. #How are the lads? So, you know, he's very honest and said that, look, he hasn't stood up to what he should have, the levels he should have achieved, which is really rare and honest from a player. I like that. Yes, he's had a lot of injuries, some crazy injuries, like nearly losing his eye in training. He was out for months on end and breaking down, and he was even joking on with Newcastle fans, saying if he goes down the escalator, he'll get injured, and silly things like that. And we haven't seen the best of him, which is a shame, but it's probably, when looking at overall picture, it's probably the right move for Newcastle and for him. Now, you probably go on and have a fantastic season, no now look, but 4 million for a player who, you know, 26 appearances over 2 years isn't enough in the league. He only scored twice. You know, it's a shame. It is a real shame, because I think there could have been so much more. And I know a lot of you have been on Twitter and saying that, but I wish him all the best. But him out the door, Rivier's out the door. Probably expect another 1 or 2 in the next day or two. I am expecting Newcastle now to bring in a player. I'd be very, very disappointed, and I'm sure Rafa will be, if we don't bring in a replacement, because we've now freed up a lot of wages. Rafa's hinted on. Expect some transfers to start happening. We'll be on the ball. I'm off for the next 2 days, so there'll be plenty of videos as well. Also coming up as well, we've got the analyst video, which I filmed earlier on today at St James's Park. So in that video, I will say that Siem De Jong transfer is expected, so don't obviously hit me up on that. But I check for that coming shortly. I do pick on West Ham's James Collins quite a bit, looking at the goals that Newcastle scored, mind you. But Siem De Jong, it's a shame, isn't it? A real shame. See you later. Bye bye.